Okay. So we're gonna start with Assassin. Assassin is like the best starting class for speedruns because it starts with a spell called Spook. Spook minimizes fall damage. It's gonna help us out in a couple skips later. So
Yeah, right away we're unequipping everything.
yeah. So one of the mechanics in the game is that you want to be under 30% of your weight ratio because that will allow you to roll a little bit farther every time. The dodge roll is basically a little better if you are naked in game, of course. And so we can perfectly be under 30% if we take our armor, the top armor off.
Right away, Danny picks up the Ashen Estus Flask because if you do not pick that up, you can't use the Undead Bone Shards or Estus Shards as you kind of go through the game.
Yeah, and we're not gonna upgrade our Estus much, but still it's gonna help out a little bit, especially for later game. And we are
Also
gonna
gives
get
you
hit a lot.
Definitely.
This is Gundyr, he's a memer, he's sleeping right there and we come to disturb him. We basically do 13 hits with R1, then 2 charge R2s, and then 3 bumps, and he should be okay. 1, 2, and 3. That's Gundyr. Pretty clean, not gonna lie.
Very good fight. Very, very good fight.
Usually we would quit out here on this screen, but since we are gaming with real time, and I don't wanna make you look at 10,000 loading screens during the run, right? You guys don't want to see that, do you? Because I will quit out though.
I have a feeling that there is going to be a moment or two where quitting out will be completely necessary.
So quitting out resets the enemy aggro, and it also helps with a couple of skips. So we are gonna quit out a couple times. That's true. It loses
skips, helps with animation.
Yeah, if you quit out at a door, for example, you will skip the whole animation that may take like 10 seconds. And you go straight to the menu and back. So that saves you in-game time, which is how the run is measured on the leaderboards.
But for marathons, of course, the timer doesn't stop during these loading screens. We're going to keep going. In Firelink Shrine, Danny bought the short sword and the dagger, as well as a couple of homeward bones. Homeward bones will allow Danny to either go back to Firelink or the last bonfire rested. He'll be only lighting select fires that he absolutely needs to have unlocked or to get to and from in a hurry. The short sword will be the main source of damage for a little while, and the dagger is a bit of a surprise when we get to Farron Keep.
But it is very related to the name that you guys chose. I'm very glad.
It is very related. It's very fitting.
You're gonna love it. Alright, this is the meme squad coming up. You may wonder why. No memes? Okay, we're Gucci, we're Gucci.
No memes.
He wanted to hit me though. He had the intention.
They did want to, yeah.
Alright, so we're gonna showcase the power of Spook. For the first time ever. Get ready to see.
World premiere.
World premiere. Yeah, we're gonna spook real quick here. That's the spell. Wow, majestic. This little buddy over here will help us upgrade our weapon later. It's a little skip that we do. If you don't have that spell on, you die, basically.
Yep, the fall damage will take you out, but Spook negates any lethal fall damage, or, well, it negates any fall damage that isn't lethal, but if you fall down, you know, a giant ladder, you will die regardless.
Yeah. There is a glitch that you can do to not die, but we are not cheaters here. So.
Yeah, we don't cheat.
Alright. So,
and you got the small banner icon. This is going to be used after Vort. There is a trick here where you can quit out after talking with Emma, and upon loading back in, it'll load you just beyond the door. But once again, because we're
Yeah,
hard on time here. There's not going to be any quit outs.
it will probably be a little longer to quit out and have to wait for the loading screens.
Yeah.
This is board of the Boreal Valley. He's a thick boy.
It's very thick.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In a couple of fights, I mean almost all of them, we're gonna count our hits. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's unfortunate.
It's fine. That's what Estus is for.
There you go. That's board.
And very good for it.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Here's a little magic trick.
If
Resting
you-
at the bonfire.
Oh, you spoiled it, Josh. No, it's fine. Alright. We're gonna see the power of Spook again right now.
Absolutely. The damage on 4 is very, very good simply because the gold pine resin really, really breaks in damage this early in the game.
Yeah, it basically doubles your damage. It's pretty good.
Dogs are probably the biggest threat for the Dark Souls games, I would say. I think that's unanimously agreed upon. As much as you hate birds in
Elden Ring. Yeah.
is as much as the hatred that Dark Souls players have towards dogs.
I mean, look, at least the birds don't teleport, right? These
Yeah,
dogs are
true.
absolutely broken.
I mean, jump attacks are there for a reason in Elden Ring, I'm just saying. Gonna pick up some charcoal
Ow.
pine bundles. They're a little different than pine resin, as they can be used very, very quickly, but don't last nearly as long. This is coming up to Thrall Skip. It is not a glitch.
Yeah, it's
Just,
intended opium.
It's, yeah, intended skip. It's 100% intended.
There you go.
The guy he loads in magically. That is also intended.
It's only a little
Spook.
parkour. Only
Yeah.
cool use of geometry, right, guys? It's allowed. That allowed. Alright. So we got saved by Spook. That's a pretty long fall. You will certainly die if you don't Spook there. And we are gonna do a little skip here, because otherwise we will have to wait for this elevator to come up here.
Yeah, using Spook, you can just bypass the elevator, say hi to Onion Bro, who
Bye,
gets to
Onion
live
Bro.
the rest of his merry day. Drinking, sipping on Estus soup.
I wish I had Estus soup.
Me too. It does sound amazing, doesn't it?
So, for example, here's another bonfire that we're not gonna take. We already skipped like 3. Because it takes 5 seconds more or less to activate the bonfire and 5 seconds to sit at the bonfire.
Yeah, and
we
you're
don't
not
really
hurting
need
for
it.
health.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're okay. Just a little slide down animation there if you stick to the right wall. Sometimes it will take a little bit of your health, even though it's like 1 meter. Because this game is very broken. Even
It's
though-
extremely broken.
Some boys don't like to admit it, but there's a lot of broken mechanics that we have used sometimes in other runs as well.
Fair and balanced, as From Software intends.
Yeah. And Spook again. How many times have we spooked so far? Like 4, right?
I think that was your 5th.
Oh.
Could be wrong. Not really sure.
Alright, here we gotta pray for the dog to not teleport on top of our heads. Oh, he can simply hit us like that. That's good too, I guess.
If enemies are
he's-
too close to the bonfire, it will prevent you from lighting it. So thankfully, it got stuck on something there.
Yeah, he probably teleported out of bounds or something because this game is so good.
The Grass Crest Shield is something that Danny will be wearing pretty much for the rest of the run. It increases your stamina recovery speed,
Yeah,
similar to using a Green Blossom or the Chloranthy Ring and stuff like that. Also picks up some Green Blossoms just for more stamina recovery.
for the later fights is gonna be really useful.
Definitely.
Some bosses are like the strats are really tight. You need all the stamina recovery you can get.
Here we have a quit out because the Black Knight there is very powerful, and because Danny hasn't leveled Vigor and it doesn't have any armor on, it is definitely going to be a one-shot.
Yeah, he will
this
destroy
early in the
me.
game.
Even if I was full health, he will still destroy me.
You picked up the Sellsword Twin Blade, though, which is going to be the main source of damage in the latter parts of the game.
Yeah, so we're really gonna do 2 more boss fights with short sword, our trusty short sword. Oh, we don't always need spook. For example, here we can just let go and tank the damage. 2 of them fell. Wow,
That's pretty lucky.
that's pretty lucky. It's extra souls that we
Yeah.
can use to level 1 extra level of vigor by the end of the game.
And this is where Bunny starts hopping.
Yep. So this is the dagger weapon art. It's called Quick Step, and it helps you get through the swamp very swiftly. Otherwise, you will be like slow walking all the way, or as we call it, fat rolling.
Yeah, it's basically the same animation as when you are above 70% on your equipment load and you try to roll. The same animation plays in the swamp. And a lot of this is just going to be gathering materials to upgrade, as well as turning on or turning off some fires to turn on other fires. It's very confusing.
Yeah, let's just go with we're gonna open a door right now. These are basically the switch to open the door, and there's 3 of them. I got so lost on this area on my first playthrough, and I'm gonna quit out here just to aggro these 2 guys because they're kind of skinny, but their hitbox is just huge. Like, they will body block you from like 1 meter away.
I think their hitbox is as big as their arms go out, which is pretty wide just in general.
Really should
this
go
is also
to the doctor.
An intended clip. They should go to the doctor.
This guy is pretty annoying as well. He can jump on your head and hug you. He's a hugger.
You can also soft lock yourself into a death there. If he grabs onto you and you don't quit out fast enough, every time that you go back in, he'll jump on your head again and just keep killing you.
And there's 2 of them again, so I'm gonna quit out again. I apologize. No, you don't like looking at cheaters like me? Using mechanics of the game? Imagine. Wow. How dare I? Oh, did the game crash? Now we're good. Gonna squeeze through here, excuse me.
Only speed cheaters.
Did you really finish the game, or did you just cheat quickly? And he came all the way here, that's interesting.
Yeah,
He'll do that
rarely
sometime.
happens.
Yeah. We still don't know why that happens. Honest to God, I have no idea why it happens. Alright, so we're gonna upgrade our weapon right now. Our short sword, we're gonna upgrade it to raw. Infuse it with raw, I mean, which will make it so it doesn't scale with my attributes, because my attributes are pretty trash, not gonna lie. I haven't leveled a single thing, I'm still level 10. So we are just going to fight the Abyss Watchers with a +1 weapon and no level ups. Because we are just that cool.
A lot of the damage is going to be coming from the resins and bundles that he's going to be using. +1 is a perfect amount for a Watcher's fight. There's actually a pretty decently scripted first phase. Depending on the attacks that the first Watcher gives, you essentially just want to bully the main Watcher, defeat the second Watcher quickly before the third one spawns, and as the third one is spawning, take out the first one to activate second phase.
The thing is, Watchers does have an attack that is called Hyper Armor. The Hyper Armor will interrupt any combo that you're doing. So we need to pray to get as little hypers as we can. Which is very unlucky when you get it. And you get many in a row.
Very unlucky.
So he can either take 4 hits, or he can take one hit and hyper immediately, and you have to like roll away from his attack and start another combo.
It's activated pretty inconsistently, so
Yeah.
fighting game players will know when you EX a move or like a character gains hyper armor on specials, it behaves very, very similarly.
1, 2, 3, and he hypered on the third one. 4.
Yep. And see how he staggers on that hit.
I mean, we're just gonna take it safe and just take out this one.
And Danny does this quick and efficiently. This gold pine resin will last all the way until the end of the fight, assuming that the watchers don't hyper armor too much.
Alright.
Nice.
Can you imagine?
Could you imagine? No one noticed, it's okay.
Okay, sir. Just stop. I am Bunny. You're not supposed to be the one hopping around. We got him against the wall. He got us against the wall. That's unlucky. Yeah.
Still entirely doable though.
Yeah. It's still completely doable. We don't have any resin now, so it's gonna be a little bit longer. And I'm gonna go pick up an item that will give us a little bit of extra health, because we are unembered, as you call it, which means that we have 75% of our real health. And yep, we got stun locked into that death. It's okay.
It's unfortunate. I would say 90% of any percent glitchless runs fail to watchers.
This boss, yeah, that's true.
It's unfortunate. Doing it with the plus on raw short sword is no easy task.
No, for sure. Sure. Oh.
Good. Can activate it safely. As you can see, the health bar increases, and get that nice little orange glow effect of the character. So 4 hits exactly. Can move on to the next one. Much better RNG this time around. As you can see, this is the inconsistency of some of these bosses.
We're gonna probably have to manage our distance with the other Watcher, because we can kill him before the other ones spawn.
Hopefully red can help you out a little bit and take it out for you.
That's really sad.
It's unfortunate.
Yep. It's okay, we do submit a little longer time than estimated, because there's a possibility that this happens. And basically, if you don't kill him the first try, the second one are gonna... The succeeding ones are gonna be harder, because you don't have any items.
Yeah.
We're gonna give it another shot, and if it doesn't pan out this next try, we're gonna just load the items in, so it's like closer to a real run. Because this is all like backup. The strats don't really work out very much without the items.
Yeah, the items, I mean, the gold pine resin on its own basically doubles your damage, so you're doing this extremely nerfed.
Yeah.
Your subsequent time taking longer and longer to do. Bad opener. As you can see, without the charcoal, it takes 2 extra hits for this second Watcher to actually start to spawn.
He doesn't want to attack.
Yeah, sometimes the Watchers can kind of what would you call it? Just stand around, just kind of stumble.
Yeah, they idle.
Yeah, they idle around for a bit. It's totally doable. Just chain a few backstabs, get the other Watchers before the main one do anything about it. Just really hoping that the red-eyed one takes out the health of the Watcher.
Yeah, he's got a better chance than me by this point.
I think he does more damage.
Yeah.
Okay, back to phase 2. No more memes. No firebombs, so parrying the air will aggro this guy. Gaining backstabs is going to be very important, as it is going to be the main source of damage for Danny right now. No pine resin for extra damage buffs, so we'll take what we can get.
We have to be moving around a lot.
Yeah. The hitbox for Watchers is pretty wide at times, so you'll see Danny mostly roll into attacks while trying to avoid more of the AoE parts of
Okay, we should be...
this Watcher's kits.
Should win now.
Yes, this charged R2 should do it.
And
Danny
we
can
pick up
get
our
back.
souls. And we can hit at the bonfire so we can heal a little bit.
Restore the rest of your Estus.
Yeah,
I think
restore
you'll
our
need
Estus.
some.
Yes, we are gonna be having less items than usual. Only one less, so it's not that bad. I didn't want to use them all in Watchers because Wolnir really, it's really worse without bundles.
Yeah, you
First
want to get
bracelet doesn't change much, but second one and third one really scuffed without the bundles. And we're really, like, we can tank at that on Watchers, but on Wolnir it's super annoying.
Yeah.
A long way to get there, and also he gives you free hits at the beginning of the fight, and you really don't want to lose those. Okay.
So
take
Danny...
a backup strat here.
No worries. Danny picked up the Sharp Gem. That'll be another main part of upgrading the Sellsword Twin Blades later on. It'll make it so it scales with dexterity a lot more prominently. You can get it to S scaling very quickly, which is what makes it so powerful.
We're gonna do a little skip here if we can. That's called
Intended skip.
fence hop or fence skip. And you
It's fence
basically, yeah,
We're bunny.
we're bunny, we're hopping. We basically climb on the hitboxes of 2 items, and you squeeze through to get over the little fence, and this gives you like 15 seconds. Oh, really? Sure.
It's fine. Didn't proc bleed.
Yeah.
Picked up the Grave Warden's Ashes as well. That'll unlock some items at the Shrine Maiden, namely the Karthus Rouge, a bleed resin, and some standard Titanites. Also left the S-Stock because it is the worst weapon in this game. But
Pretty
you start
bad.
with it anyway,
Yeah.
because you have to start as the assassin.
I usually just drop it, but earlier.
That's
But I
fine.
forgot. It's fine. It was slowing me down, clearly.
Yeah. It was a bad luck charm.
Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna have to do 2 more. 3 more. That's bad. He instead pulled out his arm.
It's okay. As you can see, Danny took a little bit of damage, but Wolnir didn't actually hit him. This is because the mist around Wolnir does damage. And he can actually
This is
read
ridiculous.
this out as well. Depending on Wolnir's positioning here, how much you are hitting the bracelet, you want to hit it before...
Rewarded.
Nice. Before Wolnir starts moving up and the fog moves along with him. But yeah, that was Wolnir.
Yeah, it's okay.
Good
We'll
job.
take it. We'll take it. It'll be cleaner. I messed up my item. I equipped a healing item instead of my resin, so it slowed me down, and I had to wait. It's still good.
It's still good.
He gave us a good attack, so that's
Recovery
great.
100.
Okay, all found out. So now we need resins. I'm gonna get 4 actually. We need Homeward Bones and we need Titanite charge for our Twin Blades. We upgrade our Twin Blades to +3. Which may not sound like a lot, but it will get the job done for now.
100%. And this is the first level up of the entire game.
Yep. Very well, lady.
11 vigor.
Very nice.
33 dex.
And we go to Crucifixion Woods and say hi to our friend, the Crystal Sage. Now, Crystal Sage was a big headache for speedrunners because she teleports around after the first cycle. So we eventually figured out some ways to read the crystals that she spawns in order to like preemptively know where she will spawn. And people used to do a strat where you would wait for an attack and parry her, but since it's only RNG dependent, you can be waiting for the parryable attack for like a minute. Or you can get an attack that's super good that will just immediately let you punish. This one. This is called the Soul Mass. She cannot teleport when she's in Soul Mass mode. That's great. We want that.
That is very good. Very nice one cycle. No teleport, no clones.
Yeah, we skipped all the memes, but I really wanted to show you that strat. You basically do exactly half her health with a combo and bleed.
It's a pretty fancy combo too. You get to spin around and everything.
But well, we'll take it. We need the time save. And now we're gonna equip our dagger because we're gonna be bunny hopping around again. And here come a couple of annoying enemies, which are the teleporting dogs.
This is like meme squad number 5 at this point.
So these couple of dogs, you'll see they're gonna get in front of me and fall on my head and stuff. There you go. Yep.
Yep.
And there you
Perfect
go.
demonstration.
Like they never fail. Like every marathon, they will just pop on your head.
I do recall an instance where it followed you all the way to...
Wait.
Pause, champ?
No.
Okay.
You gave up.
There has been an instance where it followed Danny all the way to this exact location, even to the bridge.
Even more to the bridge, yeah.
Yeah.
It was super funny.
It made for great content. Very clippable.
And now this area is kind of concerning because there's these enemies called Grave Wardens, that one with the 2 blades. He will bleed you and combo you to that. You get hit by the first attack.
Very, very strong enemies. And considering Danny's Vigor is only at 11, pretty one-shottable at this point.
Their weapon is actually I would argue it's the best weapon in the game. It's like the weapon that I'm using right now, the Twin Blades, but it inflicts bleed.
There, it's very, very strong, and you can infuse it as well, if
Yeah.
I remember correctly. Any luck builds in the chat? It's very, very fun. Bleed is probably one of my favorite builds.
Look at all these guys here. There's like 5 enemies, so I'm just gonna quit out here. We wanna be safe.
The Cathedral has pretty much one good thing for us and kind of a meme fight. But this fight is necessary to progress through the rest of the game. Danny's going to be picking up the Lloyd Sword Ring, and this will increase his damage by 10% as long as he's at full health, or at least close to full health. You can be about
99%, yeah.
Yeah, and it'll still work for you.
So we get our dagger ready again, because we need to slide on this swamp. But now we have this giant here that will throw poop at us.
Yep, he loves doing it. It's all a matter of when.
Oh, is he gonna do it? Yeah.
Yeah, there he goes.
There's 2 of them. This one is pretty mild. This one does like his tame. Just
Yeah,
shields.
they're very tame. In a normal playthrough as well, they won't respawn after you defeat them. So anybody hoping to get all the items in the swamp, anyone that wants to get the Drang set, the spear and stuff, doesn't have to worry about it. The
Why are you here, dude?
Is very dangerous.
He's huge.
He does a lot of damage.
Alright, so now we want to hit the guys that have the red fire orb on. Okay.
Wait, I've seen this fight.
Wait, what?
Isn't this Renala?
Basically.
Oh, wrong game. I apologize.
It's pretty much the same. Renala is just cute deacons.
You don't think these deacons are cute?
I mean, maybe.
I think you should give them a chance, Danny. I think they'd really like you if you called them cute.
Oh boy, that's not good.
You see?
Oh boy.
It's because you said that they weren't cute.
Fine, they are cute. There you go, that's deacons. You basically hit the guys with the red orb, and it will make the other one, the Archdeacon, appear. The Archdeacon has like half the health bar, all it to himself. He's like hoarding all the HP, and you can just kill him in 8 hits or 7 hits, depending on if you're fully healed or not. Because the ring does make a difference on this fight.
Yeah, the ring and bleed for sure.
Sadly, we got a lot of fireballs by them. They were kind of aggressive. Sometimes they will just take it like a champ, yeah? I guess?
Yeah.
Oh, so resentful.
Boreal Valley is Disneyland.
Yeah. Really pretty.
Absolutely gorgeous. This is the Sullivan Beast. Danny's gonna make very quick work of this.
And there it goes. Bye, doggo.
This is for Pontus Red Eye, which I think is pretty underutilized in most casual playthroughs.
Yeah, it's actually a really good ring.
Very, very good. The more attacks that you do, the more stacks of damage that you increase with it. So the more often Danny attacks with the twin blades, which each hit counts as an attack, and since you're using 2 weapons, you're getting 2 attacks each swing. You're constantly stacking damage. I think up to about 15% or so.
Yeah, it's like 12%. It's still super good, especially because it multiplies with the other ring. Okay. They got bopped. If you lift your shield up here, one of the guys will do a fireball and the other one will sidestep.
I'm very glad I learned that.
Makes it so much better.
It really does.
Because they will go bananas on you. Right, so this is another very silent running segment until the next boss. There's a couple of cool skips coming up though. I'm looking forward to showing you.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Skips
one guy that can fall on your head
glitches.
here. He didn't, that's good.
That's very good. Gonna do a short bunny hop. There you go.
I'm gonna get
And
this as well.
You killed the beast already, so it won't spawn here.
Yeah.
And under 30% weight means that all these rolls through the water are going to be
Longer
much longer.
Longer reach, I mean, not longer animation, of course.
Yeah, longer reach, so I can get through that pretty quickly. This fire will be very important. It's probably one of the only fires that Danny will actually be using.
Yeah, we're gonna teleport back to this part later.
Yeah, this is the first, the second fork in the road between where you can go.
Yeah, this is not an open game like Elden Ring.
Yeah,
There's
you don't have a million places to go.
very few choices. You can ping pong around a lot of bosses, but it's not like there are many areas to like explore in different orders.
Yeah. Spook was used there not necessarily to negate the fall damage, but mostly to slip past the Fire Witch undetected.
Yeah, it's a safety strat. I usually wouldn't do that. I would just run, and if he does an ugly attack, I will just quit out of the game.
Yeah, but we're here to save time.
Yeah. We're gonna pick up this item here, which is pale pine resin, or as they called it in Demon Souls, white sticky stuff. I don't know why they were thinking really.
Who knows?
Lousy name.
Demon Souls.
They did have a pretty cool emote of a cat though on Demon Souls, so we have to cut him some slack there.
The same cat that you see underneath Danny's stamina bar in Demon Souls, the same icon was there, but it was an actual cat.
It was an IRL picture of a cat. Right, so that was a Irithil dungeon skip. It says basically 2 minutes. So it's pretty mandatory on a speedrun like this. And now I'm gonna do an optional one that is called Double Ladder Skip. Double Ladder Skip is a category exclusive skip. So you'll only see it on this category. Because you don't really need the bonfire here for later. There you go, there you go.
Very nice.
Yeah, good.
And Spook will last long enough for this fall.
Second gem. And we are gonna drop a little couple of items here. Because we're never gonna use again our sword or our dagger.
This makes menuing a lot easier because there's not gonna be any twin blade usage in this fight.
We're gonna pick up his only weakness that he leaves laying around his bed for some reason.
Yeah. I mean, I leave my weakness under my pillow, so I don't think it's weird.
I don't want to know anything else about that. Alright, so... Interesting. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
That is really interesting.
Very much so. We kind of want to bait Yorm into doing... Oh, early transition.
Yep. Whatever, it's fine.
You want to bait Yorm into doing one specific attack while fighting him. During phase 2, it's a little bit tougher to do, but it's this very attack right here. You slam with his machete directly in front of him.
When he steps like that, I mean stomps, there's not much you can do. Oh, he tanked it.
Yep, he sure did. Very good soundtrack though.
Yeah, enjoying the soundtrack, which we never do. It would be dead already.
Yeah. So, as you can see, standing right in front of him as you're charging up will bait this attack, which gives Danny enough time to finish this fight out very quickly.
There you go. Sorry about that, Yorm. That was disgusting. Alright, so...
It was good.
Yeah, it's whatever. We'll take it.
Back to these long rolls. The next boss is Pontiff, which right after Yorm is... it's pretty doable. This is basically the first fight you'll see with the Sellsword Twin Blades in their current state at +3. Most players would have about a +6 weapon, +7 if they manage to find the right chunks in the right areas. But Danny's going to be using a multitude of buffs as well as some very fancy parrying that you'll see shortly.
Yeah, hopefully it works.
These skulls are an item that he picked up at the very beginning of the game, after Vort. They're used at this moment, and this moment only.
Yeah, there's 5 dogs here, and as you saw, they are really... Wow, just... Would you not let me go unscathed, please? Wow, dude. Yeah, the dogs are really persistent.
Pretty much everything here has a lot of aggro, including this guy. Pontiff Knights are very, very strong as well.
Alright, so I'm gonna need to focus to get the parries here. I'll talk a little bit about this strat later.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, that's Pontiff.
Very clean.
Yeah. I'm gonna get this modifier just in case. Just in case of memes.
Yeah. The entire fight at +3, Sellsword Twin Blades, sharp with 33 dex or so. You need about 3 parries. A lot of L1s with your bleed proc, but the first one I would say is probably the hardest one to do because it's off the stairs. After the riposte, Danny did a few L1s, then Pontiff can do one of 2 attacks, either a swing with the purple sword, followed by a fire swing that's parryable, or will immediately slam down with the fire attack.
After a sidestep, which is the comfy one to parry.
Yes, so this one was an immediate hit with the fire sword, so Danny was able to just boop, quickly parry, get the resist, and
I also
get Pontiff down.
Yeah, I also had to take off the ring that I picked up from the beast, which is this one, because I've seen that it messes up like the hit count of the strat for some reason. I guess your damage, like since your damage is different, probably the bleed doesn't proc after the same amount of hits.
That's something strange like that.
So I just take it off, but I'm gonna be using it for the next fights now.
Yeah, there's nothing weird with Aldrich. If anything, the extra damage just was really nice.
The extra damage will be super useful here.
I've also seen this from another video game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are you saying that From Software, the hit video game company, reuses assets and bosses
No.
and mechanics throughout the whole
No.
saga?
I
Is
don't. I
that
don't
what
think
you
so.
are implying right now?
I think it's my imagination.
I think it's a pretty bold statement.
I fear getting cancelled.
You
So.
will get cancelled on Twitter immediately. Which, trust me, I have. I said I didn't like one boss of Elden Ring and I got destroyed. Maybe you suck at the game. It's super funny. It's
Yeah.
big part of the community is really supportive and really cool though. So don't let that
I would say
scare
a
you.
majority
Yeah.
of people are in the community are very, very welcoming, very, very wholesome. I know plenty of streamers that are very inclusive with
All right. We have our +6. And that's gonna be our latest upgrade, actually.
Yep. There's no +9 or +10 in this route. +6 is the most damage you'll be seeing, which is going to shred through some bosses, and you'll see the damage mitigation with the
Latest.
end bosses.
Yeah. Hopefully Aldrich will be good.
Aldrich will behave.
There's a couple of attacks that we don't like, but it'll be okay.
I believe in you.
That attack you don't need to roll, you can just run past. When he does like a dance move like 3 steps in a row and doesn't buff lightning on his weapon, you need to get ready for a poke. Here you can just run by safely.
I learned that from popular Twitch streamer Yorcia, actually.
Oh. Yorcia is usually our commentator, but he cannot make it today because of time zones.
Time zones are... I just wish they didn't exist, really.
Alright.
These deacons will give Danny enough time to apply his bleed resin, and this is Aldrich, Devourer of Gods.
See what attack we get. Arrows opener. We got behind him. Do 3 or 4 hits. And then do 2 more on the tail. Get ready, if you're too far, he will do distance attack.
One of the key components to fighting Aldrich is learning how the boss teleports. It'll always teleport to the farthest end of the room, so after a teleport, Danny will kind of make sure to be on one side of the room before sprinting to the other side, knowing where he's going to teleport.
Yep.
It makes for a pretty easy fight. As long as you get there in time, you won't have phase 2 arrows, which will track the player.
The phase 2 arrows are really concerning. The 2 cycles is not that bad. We'll take it. I mean, it's not bad at all. Now comes Dancer, one of the biggest walls on the run for new runners, mostly. You basically can stick to the right thigh and avoid a lot of the attacks. That's unlucky, she went away too far with the stagger. There you go. That's the quick kill.
That was very nice.
Let's go.
Yeah, usually she'll swing. I think it's between 6 to 7 times.
Yeah, it's 7 times, and if you are in front of her when she starts spinning, it's 4 times. But if you're too far, she can spin up to 9 times, I think.
It's ridiculous. How much is programmed into bosses like this?
Some people call her the Beyblade.
I can see it.
Don't hit me. Oh, iframes are godsend. Alright, so we're going to the next boss. This is basically the boss rush of the game. Like 5 bosses in a row, one right after the other. And now we're going to Dragon Slayer. So we killed Aldrich, Dancer, there's Dragon Slayer, there's Princess, and then there's Cinder.
Dragon Slayer also sounds like a boss I'm familiar with.
No?
Yeah.
Look, Josh, I know what you're doing. You're playing with my head. I'm not gonna lie to Dragon Slayer, alright?
Okay, I believe you.
Okay, okay. Alright. There's a couple of guys that throw bombs here. That bomb can go to that railing, or it can hit the bombs. I mean the barrels behind you. If it hits the barrels, like, you need to roll the attack. I rolled anyway because I wanted to make sure. Look, anyway,
nice
I will. Yeah, I did a little cheating there to cancel our damage, so we don't have to heal.
Cheating.
There you go. Okay, we're gonna get that safety elevator.
Yeah, normally you wouldn't get it in a run, but you this is just in case.
Yeah. Let's see how good of a Dragon Slayer we get.
Is that Ornstein?
There you go, clean.
And that is DSA, Dragon
That's
Slayer.
Dragon Slayer. You basically want to attack 6 times for the stagger, which is the phase transition really, not a real stagger. And then after the 12th hit, he will do the real stagger, which takes increased damage. And we can easily finish him up there.
It's the first use of Palpine Resin as well.
Oh yeah, he doesn't bleed because he's an armor. I guess it makes sense. Like you can actually see blood when you hit him, which I don't know. Like make up your mind from some. Does he bleed or not?
Is there something inside the armor or not?
Maybe the blood is coming from my hands. Like I'm hitting him and I'm bleeding. All right, so this is archives, Grand Archives. There is a copy of Sage, the Crystal Sage here, and
a copy.
I mean, not like they reused the asset or anything. This is Crystal Sage's brother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm just clarifying the lore.
Okay.
Okay, so we gain some stamina. Get ready to roll one attack. And there you go. Okay. I'll take it.
Oh, those hands hurt.
Yeah, those hands are annoying. Yeah, the Sage can one-shot you with the Soul Arrow, which is a very big spell that he does, I guess. And the Thrall with the big sword, with the Lamberg, he will one-shot you with his bonk.
Yeah, this entire place is very, very dangerous. If he gets caught by the wax, for instance, it'll slow you down significantly.
Oh yeah, that's true. If you get hit by the wax completely, you cannot move. You'll be stuck in place. The hands will kill you because they catch you. And also, if you get partially hit by the wax, you are debuffed. Interesting. Thanks. Oh wow.
Alright, so first time for everything.
Yeah, I guess. Look, I'm gonna just play it safe. We'll keep the run alive. I'm gonna put out here. I'm gonna heal. Take my time.
The Gargoyle has some interesting behaviors. A lot of the time, he'll just jump off the roof and into the abyss. It's just sort of for some free extra souls, and other times he'll behave, I mean, like that.
Yeah.
Here's Meme Squad number 13.
This is the official number 2 meme squad. We should be okay since we don't need the item there. I really don't like it when people take their item. That's my soul! I've been saving it. We're going on vacations.
Are you gonna do this entire thing without taking a hit?
I hope.
But you're not a statue.
Oh. Hitless runners usually will use different safety strats on this area. The Lothric stairs. Infamous Lothric stairs.
And speedrunners just don't care.
Yeah, we just YOLO it.
Power through.
Should I heal to get our extra buff? Oh well.
I think you should. You've got enough.
Right. See what opener we get. Vertical slam. We're basically gonna try to stay on his backside. Oh, with the quick swipe, that's fine.
Nice. Easy phase 10, quick 2 transition.
Unlucky. Oh, the bleed coming in clutch.
Yeah, definitely.
There you go. That's Princess.
Nice. Very nice.
We didn't get that many amount of teleportation because when you are behind him and you're making him spin by staying behind his left leg, he can teleport.
And during first phase, as long as you're locked off during the same spinning animation, he won't teleport either. Saves a lot of time during the fight.
Yeah. Like, whenever I play this game casually, I'm like, how do people even do this fight without staying behind? Just rolling every attack in front. It's super concerning. Nice double Trump cancels? Who is this guy? Who is this runner? Insane. Alright, we're gonna level up a bit. And by a bit, I mean a lot.
Yeah. You want to be as safe as possible for...
latest boss.
Yep.
We're only +6, so not that we're that OP, but it's still, the extra levels are gonna be helpful.
This will be the last boss of the game, unless there is any incentives for.
I don't know
if
we had an incentive for an extra boss.
I'm sure our host will let us know.
Okay. Alright, so
we Lord of Cinder.
We need our Blossom here, and we need our Trusty Bleed, which will proc 2 times.
Soul of Cinder is
the culmination of our journey.
The culmination of all Souls
It's
players.
the gathering of all the Ashen Ones before him. He can cycle through different phases. He has a mage phase, he has a dex phase, a spear, and a straight sword.
Yeah. I like the magic one personally.
Alright. Oh wow, 3 hits. Alright, we're gonna chill.
Worst one.
Alright, buff. That's free.
Yeah, that's just free damage right there. This will be the phase 2 transition that you can roll through the explosion.
I love this
Very good
song.
bleed. Me too. It's just classic.
Nice stagger, let's go. Get behind real quick. And there you go, that's Soul of Cinder. And time.
Ta-da!
That is Dark Souls 3 any percent glitchless. I hope you enjoyed it. We had a couple of memes, some watchers, but we still pulled it. We still pulled through.
You did
Late
great.
game was really clean, so I liked it. And Cinder was super nice. If you wanna learn about Dark Souls 3 speedrunning or Dark Souls running in general, you can go to speedsouls.com. There's a lot of strats and guides and starting resources there. And you can also go to the Speed Souls Discord for more info. So yeah, that's Dark Souls 3 any percent glitchless. I hope you like it. If you have any doubts or you can like reach out, no problem.
Just want to
And thank you for having us,
basically
and good luck
remind
with the rest of
everyone
the
this is
marathon.
this you're watching the Speed Gaming Charity
GG,
Marathon,
and thank you for that
raising
run.
funds for No Kid Hungry.
Thank you.
We have some incentives in Bid Wars right now. If you want to have a look at those, you can go to speedgaming.org/NoKidHungry and click on the links. Up next, we are going to have a run of Bloodstained Curse of the Moon done by Pro Peace. I do have a few more minutes here, but I will be turning it over to Dazed Cloud for your late night speed running commentary and hosting. But before then, I want to remind you to donate, and every little bit counts. There are the No Kid Hungry knows what to do with all your money, because they can take $1 and turn that into 10 meals for children. So even if you can only donate $5, that's 50 meals for kids. So you're either going to give a kid 50 meals, which is a lot of weeks, or you're going to make 50 kids very full for one day. Oh, it looks like we did meet the extra boss incentive for Dark Souls.
Okay, guys, I think we have an extra boss fight, and there's no problem. We can do it right away. I wasn't sure if I should do it or not.
I was pretty confused about it myself.
Okay, let's So what boss do you want to watch? What boss do we have? Is it Champ Gundyr or is it or is it what's it called? Nameless King. I think Nameless King is the other one, right? Some
Not
Gunner is a
really-
little short. Nameless. All bosses, not DLC. Alright. Extra boss time, let's go.
Hoping for the good opener.
Yeah. Okay. Missed. Why do you have to do that? The main issue with this boss, or at least with the first phase of this boss, is the camera. The camera is very nutty. Okay.
That's okay. That should do it.
It's okay.
Yeah, just one more.
Oh?
2 more. There you go.
Oh? There you go.
There you go. That is
Clean
nameless.
phase 2, let's go.
This got to be one of the hardest bosses in Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Treating us with the cutscene and everything.
Yeah, we get the cutscene experience, guys. That is Nameless King. First phase was meh, but second phase was very okay.
First phase is just the camera. It's fine.
Yeah, the camera is just disgusting. It was all a dream. No, wait, that's not. That's not the lore. I'm making it up. I'm sorry.
You're gonna make them upset.
Right, now for real, thank you for having me. Hope to see you guys on the next marathon. It's always a treat to be here with you guys. We're gonna stay here on the pretty area.